Ahoy, mateys and gentlemen. I'm Captain Thorn, and you're watching From the Depths. We are at the very beginning of the quest for Nita. We have a tiny little shipyard, which I've taken a moment right here to spawn in instead of our starting fortress. And we, from this tiny little corner of the map, are going to expand to conquer this entire planet. I've had a little bit of an idea for our faction. We're going to be called the High Sea Reivers, taking some inspiration from Warhammer Orcs, Mad Max, and all kinds of post-apocalyptic settings. That's why we're covered in spikes. You want to make something post-apocalyptic? Spikes. They're the way to go. But before we can conquer all of Nita, we're going to need a ship. And a cheap one at that, because we don't exactly have many materials to spare. So I'm going to head through my fortress, which is powered by this lovely little electric engine. And I'm going to set off and get our first ship spawned in. Hopefully, not so close that we blow up our own shipyard. Had that happen before in testing. This is going to be the Cutthroat. She is a simple starter ship. She comes at a price of 21,000 materials, and at the minute, we only have less than 15,000, so she is going to take a little while. While that's going on, I'm going to tell you about my difficulty settings. As you can see from my experience marker in that little bottom right corner, level 25. That's just about enough to get through the tutorials and put a couple of ships together. I am not good at this game is really an understatement. I am terrible at this game, as you will probably soon find out. If you would like to watch me lose, you're in the right place. If you want to see someone wipe the floor with godly designs, yeah, not gonna happen here. Let's have a look at the difficulty settings I am playing on. We have damage difficulty 100%. Enemy growth factor, 100%. Resource given by destroying enemy, 10%, which is very high, but I think I'm going to need it. And we have enemy design difficulty 1.2. Why 1.2? I have no idea. But that means we are going to face easy enemies, regular enemies, and expert enemies. The latter kind of scare me. Not gonna lie, I'm having problems with them in testing. We're also using localized material, so I will be using what they called supply ships to send materials and fuel to my fleets, although we're not going to see any of that early on. I also have automatic detection completely turned off, so we do need detection systems in place to stop our ships being blind. And stealth is a thing that exists, I guess. Anyway, let's get this Cutthroat built. We're gonna pull all, set her to build, and speed up time until she's done. I'll put a little cut here, and I'll see you when she's ready. And here she is, the Cutthroat. She is not very good, but she is my baby and I love her. She is a crabbing trawler, or was a crabbing trawler, until some brave Reivers stole her from her previous owner and looted her. Now she's got 3 weapons strapped on, a 4-barreled cannon shooting hollow point shells, a big wrecking crane on spinners with rams, and harpoons to drag enemy ships in close and rip them apart, which should be a fun strategy, if it actually works, and that is a hell of an if. But she's not the best. She's not the best looking, she's not the best performing, but she's what we've got, and we're going to take on the Deepwater Guard with her. And we're going to do some looting, pillaging, raiding, and just generally taking things that don't belong to us, if she can pull it off. So, let's send her on the way. Pull all and head up here towards this first square full of Deepwater Guard, soon to belong to us. Off you go. I'm also going to start work on a satellite, because as you can see, you can't see much of anything at all. Let's sort that out by putting a satellite into production, and I have one I made earlier. Here we go. Spawn you in, and simple satellite that'll fly up to 800 meters in the air and reveal most of the surrounding area for us. Not that we need it right now, but she won't take long to be done. She's only 1,500 resources. Okay.
Listening.
Whoa.
Listening.
Off you go. Right. Now, we're all set to do this. Declare war on the Deepwater Guard. Whew. I hope we're ready. I mean, the Reivers talk big, but we're not exactly the master shipwrights I would like us to be.
Moving now.
Which is more of a reflection on me than anyone else, but hey. So, we're at war with the Deepwater Guard, and we're going in to pillage their territory. They're not gonna like it. But, well, let's see what they can do about it. Who will be our first enemy? What do we have here? We have... Uh-oh. Sky Viper, Monkey Barrel, Hotlight. Okay, these are all very easy enemies. So why am I saying uh-oh? Well,
Receiving.
I'm gonna be honest. The Cutthroat can shoot sort of 45 degrees up into the sky, but she is not the best at taking out air units. Still, they're very easy air units, right? So we shouldn't have too much trouble. Famous last words. Ugh. Still, I think the Cutthroat can take them out as long as we don't get them too close, so we can still shoot at them. And it's not very Reavery, but we won't be able to chop them up. Okay, let's initiate battle and see how we do.
Receiving.
Stay away, Princess. You are not going to do much good if they get too close, because you will not be able to shoot them at all. Okay, here we go. Battle begins. So straight away, our little hollow point cannon is shooting at these things, and we are... Hang on, I do not want you to move. Let's just turn your AI navigation systems off and have you sit there. Okay, Monkey Barrel, the most ridiculous looking ship in the game. Ship? It's an aircraft. I think maybe my detection systems need... Whoa, what was that? Something just blew up. It was a hoplite. The hoplite is already gone. Who's gonna be next? Those flares aren't doing much of anything at all, but they are not fitted with missile warners, so they are just automatic. Shaving a few blocks off the Monkey Barrel. I think my detection system needs work, but these guys won't exactly take much. I'm having my ship back up now, because if these things get too close, we will not be able to hit them. The turret on the Cutthroat is... Oh, there goes another one. The turret on the Cutthroat has a 3-meter elevation mantlet, not the AA mantlet, so it cannot aim straight up in the air. The reason for that is she goes nose up most of the time, so I need the turret to be able to aim down as well as up, and for that the AA mantlet is just no good. Okay, these things are getting a little bit too close now. They got me worried. Come on, baby. Handle them. Handle them for me. Changing target to the Sky Viper now. Whoop. Shaving a few blocks off, and is that it? Yep, 2 damage. Down she goes. 2 to go. This is not the glorious start I expected it to be, full of chopping and shooting, but, well, sometimes that's what you get. The Deepwater Guard are not exactly known for huge fleets of battleships for us to tear into. Not that we could tear into huge fleets of battleships. And there goes the monkey barrel. One left. What's this? Oh, this is the hoplite. I thought we'd taken that down already. Must have been the balloons on the Sky Viper. Well, the hoplite's not going to do much to us. Not that we're having that much, Oh! I was going to say luck in hitting it, but there it goes. And she's 2 damaged as well. Victory! First blood goes to us. I think the Cutthroat was on attacking salvage there, so I'll turn that off.
Returning to formation.
And with that done,
Receiving. Moving now.
let's collect some of this salvage
Moving now. Moving now.
and head on to our next destination. I'll put a cut in here, and I'll get back to you when we are ready. Okay guys, we are almost at this next tile. We've collected up just a tiny little bit of salvage. It's not going to go very far, but our satellite has revealed a much wider area to us. There are a few tiles, like these 25s, that I am not confident our Cutthroat can take out. So what I'd like to do is head to knock out some of these easier tiles, anything below a 20, and maybe, just maybe, head on to this Sinner's Outpost, where another resource zone is awaiting us for the taking. And I'll get some more ships in when we've got a little bit more materials to spare. So, without further ado, let's take on this tile. Okay, what are we up against? One Gaza. That looks like a plane. Well, we are not facing the enemies we wanted, really, but let's see how the old Cutthroat can fare. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super confident. If this is a fast plane and 51 meters a second, yeah, we can't just back away from this one. Ooh. Anyway, let's see how we fare. No, no. Back you go. Back you go. Piloting the ship backwards. Ooh, we are not gonna get away from you. Oh, is that an advanced cannon? That looks like an advanced cannon. What are you? You're an aircraft, and you have what look like 2 nasty looking advanced cannons on the front. How we doing? We taking some damage? Seems to be missing a lot. Is my controller broken? Nope. Oh, don't like the look of that explosion. Okay, it looks like our cannon just cannot fire at the minute. We've taken a little bit of damage, but we're still on 98%. And the Gaza is also 98%. So... Ooh, come on, cannon. Come on. Get away from this thing. Shoot. Shoot. Our lives do depend on it. Oh, we just can't hit the damn thing. That said, it doesn't seem to be hitting much of us at all. I'm not sure what it's doing. Is it dropping bombs? Does it have bombs? It's a mystery. And why is... Oh, there we go. We're firing now. Shearing a few blocks off it by the looks. Ooh, that was an explosion. But who? Was it us or was it them? 92, and we're back up to 100% now, doing a little bit of repairing. I do have some repair bots on this thing, but not many. I was trying to make it cheap. Flare's doing some good work. I want to say I'm confident, but I'm really not. If we were designed to be able to take these things on, maybe. But we're doing some damage now every time it passes overhead. Whoa, that looks nasty. Down to 97, but it's at 90. We're in the lead. Still, that angle, it just kills us when it gets overhead like that. Down to 95. What's the damage? We're taking a lot of damage on the top, and I don't like that. My ammo storage is in that back section there. We've lost our crane. Oh dear. Not that it was going to do us much good now. What's the point of being choppy if there's nothing to chop? Ooh, I like the look of that. That was a nice explosion. Is it falling? Is she falling from the sky? She looks like she's falling from the sky. Gentlemen, you know what this means.
Turning on.
Is it time for looting and pillaging? I think it's time for looting and pillaging. Oh, she's AI dead. We're not going to get to her in time. How did you manage to AI dead her in the 5 seconds it took me to turn your guns off? Nope. Oh, she's gone. No looting for us. No pillaging to be had. Ah.
Receiving.
That's deeply sad.
Receiving.
But we won, and that's all we could hope for.
Receiving.
Alright, let's head on to the next tile.
moving now.
Or should we? Do we have enough materials to repair? We do. We're okay. While that's going on, I'm gonna start work on some support for our ship. We do not have a lot of materials to work with. We only have a little over 4,000, but that is enough to make the worst helicopter ever designed. The Jankcopter. Janky as anything. But, well, if it distracts some things from firing at the Cutthroat, that is enough for me. So, I will put a little cut in here, and I will be back to you when we are ready to attack this next tile. The Jankcopter is now done, and I am going to send her up to support the Cutthroat. Let's have a quick look at this thing, shall we? As I have mentioned, this is quite possibly the worst helicopter ever designed. She has 2 very simple, direct-fed hollow-point autocannons. She is a metal box full of explosive ammo barrels, and she will die if anything manages to hit her. But she does jank around a bit, so she shouldn't be the easiest target in the world. Let's just hope that she doesn't get killed too quickly.
Listening. Moving out.
Is she quick enough to get to the Cutthroat before I start this next fight? I think we can wait. I think we can just about wait. The nice thing, and the only nice thing about the Jankcopter, is the incredibly cheap price. I've already got a second one into production just as the first manages to get up near the Cutthroat. So, let's start the next battle as soon as we can. We'll merge these together, if I can figure out how to do that.
Listening. Moving out. Receiving.
There we go. Merge into a new fleet. And let's attack this next tile.
Listening.
Are you done already? That is ridiculous. You things are ridiculous.
Listening. Moving out. Receiving.
Okay. What are we going to be up against this time? Now that we've got some extra forces behind us, we have... Ooh, okay. We have 3 red tuna. I know these are expert designs, so this is not going to be as easy as our previous battles. But, and it is a good but, these things are ships. They are not in the sky. We might be able to chop them up. Let's get a little bit closer and see what we can do. Okay, that'll do. Let's start this battle.
Listening. Receiving.
Okay, everything is coming in. I would like to be on the Cutthroat, and we will send the Jankcopter as far away as possible. Hopefully not going to get blown up. Meanwhile, the Cutthroat will get very nice and close, and I will pilot it right up into these tuna and tear them in half. Hopefully, that's the plan. Let's have a quick pause. So, these things are not nearly as vulnerable as the previous designs we faced. They are much better armored. They have lots of missiles. They have lots of torpedoes and some simple guns on the front as well. The Cutthroat has fought expert designs in the vehicle designer and not done terribly well. They also have more volume than us, crazily enough. Yeah, so not feeling good about this one, but let's see how we do. It'd be nice if it wasn't so dark so we could see things. Oh, 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 I do not like that. That looked painful. Getting close now. Oh, and I'm dead. I'm dead. That's not good. The AI can pilot the Cutthroat reasonably well, but it's not quite as good at getting into a close-range broadside as I am. And it needs that close-range broadside to make use of the crane and its broadside harpoons. Let's get up close and personal with one of these things and see if we can just tear it apart with our ram. I see you. Then again, I'm kind of worried about the rams on the front of this thing, so I don't want to be... I've got to be careful. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. That is a dead ship. Very, very nice. Very quick. Very painful. That is what the Reivers are all about. Come on, baby. Let's take on the next two. How's the copter doing? Is she in this fight at all? She is. She's taking some fire, but she's holding on in there. That's all I can expect from her. Oh, we have lost the front of our ship. Just a bit of armor, but we're good. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Our engine power is gone. Something took our engine out and our crane out. Okay. And I was holding on to the weapons. That's not good. We are in a real pickle now. How's our health? 84%. I feel comfortable just letting my ship sink to the bottom of the ocean. As long as she's still at... Well, that floor's gone. As long as she's still at above 80% health, she is not going to get destroyed. And that gives me... Okay. How are we doing? Let me just check. That gives me the opportunity to sail up here and take on some of these things myself. This isn't good for the Jankcopter. The Jankcopter is going to get seriously hurt while these things are busying themselves. See those torpedoes? So you see them? Stop it. Stop doing that. Stop it. This battle could go on for a while, so if this takes too long, I will be putting a cut in here and speeding things up for you while I try and take these out myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I may have been mistaken about the Cutthroat. I think she sank because she ran out of fuel, which is very embarrassing. But I have just about sorted it out, and she is now rising from the depths, title drop, and I am going to use her to take out those little red tuna once she gets there as a little bit of an act of vengeance. Although, this is not really the angle I had planned to do it at. How close are we? Upside down? We're upside down. There we go. Tilting over. Whereabouts are you? Here we go. Right above the surface of the water. And the flares are going again. Alright. Vengeance time. Vengeance time. These things have been disabled. I think the ship herself took them out. The Jankcopter has been no use. She is set there on the surface of the water. As you can see in the distance there. Hang on. Here's the Jankcopter, totally disabled. Don't know what's wrong with it, but it was terrible to begin with. The red tuna are now shish kebab. I should have said sashimi, that would have made much more sense. Here we go. Oh, we just shaved a few blocks off there, but that was deeply disappointing. Those harpoons were near enough useless. I still have my weapons turned off. I'm just hoping to take them out with the ram to save ammunition.
Gunnery enabled.
There we go. There we go. Watch that crane tear her to bits. Let's have more torpedoes. Bring the second one in for us. Here she comes. Lambs to the slaughter. And away she goes. That's that. I don't think I'm going to be able to salvage the tuna. No. Oh, maybe I did. Nope. She's gone. So we didn't get any extra materials out of that, but we won, and that was the main thing. We lost the majority of the Jankcopter. She is now sat, presumably near enough to the bottom of the ocean. Nope, just hanging in there. Lost our rotor blades. That is a deeply, deeply sad looking Jankcopter. But I think that we'll have to call it for the day. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Captain Thorn, and this was From the Depths. See you next time.